Yeah.
So it was bad. It was
Drama
brutal.
bomb.
Yeah.
There's so many scenes where, when I say scene, like stand-up comedy, whatever, improv, where the stand-ups like don't like improv and like sort of sneer down at it. And the improv people don't have anyone to sneer down at.
It's
Musicians, guys, musicians.
I know, right? The drummers.
The drummers.
I was a drummer for a long time. It's weird because, and I don't want it to be this way, but here at First Coast, because we've so much made our culture, we're an improv comedy club. Every Friday and Saturday, our primetime shows are always improv. And occasionally we'll have a stand-up, do a storytelling, or like recently we started doing hybrid shows once a month, once every other month. But now, and I don't want to create this culture, but it's almost that our culture is becoming, our improvisers are like, I don't like stand-up. And we're like, no, it's, hang on, let's all do comedy. And you always decide it's not for you. Because it's so long that you feel like total crap, being at feeling like you're at the bottom of the totem pole. And I don't want anyone to feel that way.
Yeah.
But our community is like, I don't like stand-ups. They all punch down. And I'm like, they don't all punch down. The bad ones punch down.
Yeah.
The ones who don't have anything else to say punch down. And it's an open mic, so you got to give everyone a chance to figure it out.
Yeah.
I need to come to that open mic.
Sure.
Anyway,
And there's a different responsibility and role for the improviser and the stand-up. The stand-up's like supposed to figure out where the edges of what they're is acceptable, and so they're always it's like, I think of it like that scene where they're describing the raptors in Jurassic Park, and they're like, they're testing the cage. They're figuring out where the weaknesses are.
Yeah.
And that's what stand-ups are doing. They're like, am I allowed to? No, I can't go over there. I can't talk about that topic. But I can go over there. The audience lets me go over here. Cool.
Yeah.
There's a real utility to the open mic. The jam, improv doesn't serve that, because no one, like even doing like cultural commentary in improv always feels cringy, even when it's like kind of smart cultural commentary. And I don't know exactly why that is, but anytime I've ever seen an improviser try to be like, and what about this political blah, 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 and like wink at the audience, it's always like, ugh.
Yeah.
It just makes everybody's, I was not going to say any words, but it makes everybody's buttholes pucker up.
Yeah.
Right? It makes them pucker. And, we try to have an unpuckered environment here for the right reasons. Sometimes in our late shows, the pucker is important. But
But I mean, I like that I can take my kids who are like teenagers to
the early show.
And they enjoy it, they laugh and
And
stuff.
you laugh too.
Yeah.
It's not a kid's show, right?
Yeah,
it's
not
a show
a
that
kid's show.
everybody can enjoy.
You know what's funny? Someone commented, like one of these old traditional, I'm not going to say the name, but a longtime comic of Jacksonville, many years of traditional stand-up, has come to a lot of my open mics. And I've done almost 4 years now, right? Just open mic stand-up. And he came to me recently and was like, I've never been to a stand-up open mic like yours. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, everybody is clapping and cheering everyone on after they get off stage. And I was like, wow, I took on the improv of clap for the mistake. It's okay.
Yeah.
And I brought that on the positive, because he's like, I'm so used to like, if you bombed, and people just, hey, you just suck tonight. And everyone's just like, ooh, and no, you don't, you get heckled, you get yelled at, you can get trash talked. And he's like, Flo, your open mics are different. But I'm like, he's making it sound like it was bad, but I get compliments. Flo, I feel great after, even though, I bombed or whatever. I was like, you know what? That came from improv.
Yeah.
And that's the good thing about improv,
I love that.
Yeah, it's a very different culture. When I remember when we first